The Middle East is at a dangerous crossroads, where tensions between Iran and Israel have grown from secret operations to open fighting. The alliance between America and Israel has made Tehran feel even more threatened, pushing the region to the edge of war. Recent attacks and counterattacks have created a shaky situation where every action risks starting a bigger conflict. Failed talks, broken nuclear deals, and ongoing proxy wars have caused this crisis. As the world watches with worry, the future of millions of people is at stake, hoping that leaders choose talking over disaster. In this crisis, the truth is fuzzy. Each side says they're just defending themselves, while calling the other side the aggressor. Diplomacy is full of distrust. Talks are more for show than for real agreement. Iran wants sanctions lifted, America says no, and both sides are sticking to their guns. False information is spreading like wildfire on social media, making people angry and confused, making it almost impossible for regular folks to know what's real. Leaders react to twisted messages instead of true intentions, which just makes the distrust even deeper. The fog of propaganda is pushing the region closer to a fight that nobody truly wants. America has made its military stronger to try and stop Iran. In the last few months, the US has not only sent more soldiers, but also brought in new weapons and defense systems. Plus, American warships are always patrolling the Persian Gulf, ready to respond quickly to any danger. These actions are part of America's efforts to keep things balanced in the region, but this has made Tehran even more worried. Iranian officials are scared that the American presence could threaten their independence. The leaders in Iran, both political and military, see this as pressure against their country. Because of this, they are making their own defenses even stronger. Israel keeps doing air attacks against Iranian targets. They are determined to stop Iran from getting too close to their borders. Israel's military plan includes attacking first and using spy operations to limit Iran's power. For Israel, this is a huge threat to their existence, so they are doing everything they can to stop any Iranian moves. Iran uses other groups, like Hezbollah, the Houthis, and other militias, to fight back without getting into a direct war. These groups are active in different countries and protect Iran's interests. Through these groups, Iran makes its power bigger in the region and puts pressure on its enemies. Attacks by these groups on American bases and threats to shipping lanes have gone up. This makes it more likely that someone will make a mistake. These attacks are not just hurting American soldiers, but also global trade. Attacks on oil tankers and blocking sea routes are also a danger to the world's economy. Every action causes a chain reaction. Israeli attacks lead to responses from other groups, which then cause American reactions. This starts an endless cycle of tension in the region, where everyone tries to show off their strength. Countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are asking everyone to calm down because they are scared of destruction in their own countries. These countries are trying to lower tensions through talking because they know that any big war would affect them the most. This region is like a powder keg, where any spark could start a bigger war. Right now, any small event could turn into a huge crisis. So, it's really important for everyone to be careful and wise. As things get more tense, Pakistan and China have started working together to calm things down. Both countries are trying harder to bring peace and stability to the area, and they're talking to each other a lot. The goal isn't just to fix the problem now, but also to build a strong plan to stop these kinds of fights in the future. Pakistan, with its special connections to Iran and the Gulf countries, is trying to help the rivals talk. They're saying everyone should just sit down and talk directly, without any conditions. Pakistan wants to get all sides together to clear up misunderstandings and build trust. In this process, Pakistan is becoming known as a neutral helper. The main idea is a freeze-for-freeze deal. Iran would stop its nuclear and proxy activities, and in return, the US and Israel would stop their sanctions and attacks. This idea is meant to quickly ease the tension and pave the way for a long-term agreement. It includes steps to build trust for all sides, so each country can address its worries. China's economic power and diplomatic strength give this plan a lot of weight, showing that stability is something the whole world needs. China is supporting this effort, not just in the region, but globally too, and its involvement is making the talks stronger. China being involved also encourages other countries to join in. The US and Israel are still doubtful. They're worried Iran might just use these talks to buy time. These countries believe Iran's intentions can't be fully trusted, and they think Iran might use this process for its own benefit. That's why they're asking for stricter monitoring and more guarantees. Even with all the problems, this effort offers a rare glimmer of hope for peace. While the road is tough, this diplomatic process has brought new hope to the region that maybe, just maybe, lasting peace is possible this time. Civilians are bearing the biggest burden of this conflict. They're displaced, injured, and separated from their loved ones. Every day brings a new challenge for them, where hope and fear walk hand in hand. And living in fear, safe places are getting fewer and fewer for them, and every moment is uncertain. Airstrikes and proxy fights have destroyed homes, hospitals, and schools, wiping out shelters and basic services. Children have lost out on education, and medical care for the sick has become impossible to find. This has created a humanitarian crisis. Crowded camps, temporary shelters, and an uncertain future have become part of their lives. A lack of food and water, and spreading diseases are daily realities. Every day is a new fight for survival. Aid workers are struggling to meet huge needs, but resources are limited and challenges are countless. They are risking their lives to provide basic services. Their efforts are a ray of hope, but dangers are everywhere. Fighting groups often use civilians as shields, which makes their problems even worse. Ignoring international law, the lives of innocent people remain at stake. The suffering of millions is the most tragic result of this growing violence. There's a story in every eye, a wound on every face. The world's attention is temporary, but for these people, the pain is constant. When the cameras turn off, their struggles continue. But for those stuck in the conflict, every night is a new challenge, and every day is a search for new hope. This nightmare never ends, and their voices are still waiting for justice and peace. The problems from the conflict have caused a worldwide energy crunch, making LNG prices shoot up. Pakistan, which relies a lot on imported LNG, is facing really bad power cuts and money problems. Factories are closing down, jobs are disappearing, and people are getting angrier as blackouts mess up their daily lives. This crisis shows how weak countries are when they depend on energy from other places. The rising cost of energy is making prices go up all over the world, affecting Europe and Asia too. The war isn't just affecting the battlefield, but also homes and businesses everywhere. The world's reactions are all over the place. The United Nations can't agree on anything, and the big, powerful countries are stopping any real action from happening. Countries in the Middle East are quietly asking everyone to calm down, because they're scared of what might happen, while others are just waiting for their chance to step in. People who help others are calling for peace, but their voices are getting lost in all the noise of war. Pakistan and China are pushing their own peace plan, saying that talking it out is the only way forward. The most important thing right now is to stop the fighting, with someone neutral watching over it, and then have big talks about the real problems. Only brave leaders and a willingness to compromise can stop this cycle of violence. The choice is clear: either everyone gets hurt, or we have a chance for lasting peace.